If you're having a case of the Mondays, I've got your cure, the Call of Duty news of the week. Just like a normal news show, we had some huge information come through over the weekend, so I'm going to relay it in a not-so-timely fashion. Huge surprise came down from Activision. Actually, it's not that big of a surprise if you spell the company name with a dollar sign instead of an S in the middle. Black Ops 3 on last-gen systems will not feature a campaign mode, since apparently playing with friends in a co-op campaign is too ambitious. So, since they're cutting out 1/3 of the game, naturally they'll sell it for $50 instead of $60, which is $10 more than what it should cost for missing 1/3 of the fucking game. And it makes sense for them to cut out the campaign, but keep zombies in multiplayer, since there's no DLC or micro DLC for the campaign. So of course Activision will try and squeeze as much juice out of these 12-year-old fruits. Yummy. Also, just to be nice, the digital code for the original Black Ops will be offered, but considering the Treyarch doesn't patch any of their older games and are modded more than a Fast and Furious car, have fun dealing with the Invisible Man and going through more gas than the Nazis during World War II. Oh, and by the way, just to stick it more to you guys that still want to hold on to your last-gen consoles, like reminiscing about your high school sweetheart that fucked the first guy that looked at her during college, there's no eSports features nor weapon paint shop either. If you're dumb enough to pay $50 for this shit, then I have no sympathy for you. Speaking of eSports, Activision is creating a brand new Call of Duty World League for Black Ops 3, as if there are already enough of them with MLG, UMG, EGLG, Finity, DreamHack, ACL, SFCO, insert alphabetical soup acronym here. And when they say World League, they don't mean the entire fucking world, they mean only the continents that actually give a shit, like North America, Europe, and Australia, New Zealand. Because everybody knows that everybody in Asia is too busy watching Dota or League of Legends, and the people in South America, specifically Brazil, are too busy renting out fucking Battlefield servers to give a shit about Call of Duty. It will also feature both a pro and pleb division, so this way it'll give an opportunity for all of you Scrandies, which idolize those acne-ridden bedwetters like Optic and Envy and FaZe, a chance to compete for Call of Duty champs. This Keemstar is the ultimate Operation False Hope for the 1% of people that actually play League Play in Black Ops 2. There's a reason why we're checking Killa's bank account and not your mom's credit card, little Timmy. Speaking of Call of Duty champs, it will now take place in fall of 2016 instead of the spring to finish off the eSports season, which is an idiotic idea, but what else would you expect from Activision? When you consider that in the Call of Duty cycle, most people by fall give exactly 0 fucks about the current Call of Duty and are focused on the next one. Unless, of course, you're a subscriber of Biblical Reaper, because then you're already excited about CoD 2016. Anyways, back to news that the majority of people give a shit about. Some multiplayer news came right from the mouth of our savior Vandahar before he held a scrum meeting. Sorry, Worm Squirmers, but for the first time since the original Black Ops, there will be no riot shields in Black Ops 3 multiplayer. Don't worry though, there are still plenty of camping devices with Guardians, Trip Mines, Trophy Systems, and GI units. It makes sense for no riot shields though. You'd think by the year 2065 they'd figure out a better way to have cops deal with minorities than riot shields. Also in Black Ops 3 multiplayer news, there is no classic playlist for Black Ops 3, as Vaughn explains, because the movement is core to the game. Unlike in Advanced Warfare though, I think the maps aren't too crazy with where they're specifically designed for the advanced movement. Sure, there's some random wall run spots in between the plethora of head glitches, but there won't be as many fiddlers on the roof as in Advanced Warfare. Since the PlayStation 4 is blowing all of their money on exclusivity deals like a sailor that comes back into port, there's a new Black Ops 3 PS4 Bundle for $450, which contains the PS4 and a standard version of Black Ops 3, because of course you won't get all the DLC goodies for that fucking cheap. Sony's got to make money off of their inferior hardware somehow, fam. It also features the most uninspired design for a console I've ever seen, with putrid gray backdrop and diarrhea-colored orange lines, which looks like something a kindergartner would have come up with. And lastly, in Advanced Warfare news, tomorrow, September 29th, Sledgehammer Games will be releasing 2 new guns and supply drops and advanced supply drops. Just to show off that they didn't create the most OP SMG in Call of Duty history, they bring back the MP40, and they're also bringing with them the M1911 sidearm, so this makes even more guns which are from the past brought into a game called Advanced Warfare. They're available on the Xbox, clearly the superior gaming platform, and then 1 month later on PS4 and PC, which is exactly 3 days before the launch of Black Ops 3, so why even bother having this fucking delay anyways? So, that's gonna do it for the information that I copied off of another website, but hey, that's what all the big YouTubers do nowadays anyways. I've been the Schwamps27, out like John Boehner is the Speaker of the House. Till next time.